tonight's Survivor recap.
Wow, Survivor. There's not too many people left.
No.
They keep going
Numbers
and going
are
and
dwindling.
going.
So last time, Chet was voted out, and Jonathan had to leave for medical reasons.
That's right. So at Malakal, Tracy wants to eat the chickens.
And Ozzy's like, no.
Why would you want to kill a egg-producing chicken? It's a renewable resource.
Stupid.
Ozzy's right for once. So at Airai, James says, people, you gotta deal with the funk.
Yeah, Kathy's like out of control, complaining like, oh, it's raining. They're in a cave.
It's not a country club. It might smell bad, but you know what? At least you're not getting needled by the rain pounding down on you. Grow up.
It's a game called Survivor, as James said.
That's right. He had some really good quotes this week.
He did.
He really did.
He always has the best quotes.
Yeah, he does. So Kathy basically is miserable.
She's dreaming of her washer and dryer.
Maybe her husband,
trying
her
to
daughter.
send out vibes to her daughter.
Yeah.
She's not getting anything back.
I don't know. Her cell phone battery in her brain must have run out.
A couple of weeks ago.
Well, over at Malakal,
Erik's love affair with Ozzy continues.
He's so great.
He's the best person
I
on the
don't
show.
know where we'd be without him. Yeah, everybody's getting a little like, this is getting tired.
Father and son.
Yep. So they decide that they're going to take the boat out to get some good fish at the reef.
Well, that was Ozzy's idea.
Well,
so everyone else is like, all right. But then Cirie is like, no.
I'm not a strong swimmer.
She doesn't like swimming.
No. I don't blame her. I don't either. I wouldn't want to be like out, far, far out in this little tiny boat and like no life jacket or anything. Yeah. That's messed up.
At least the water's clear so you can see what you're about to get killed by.
Yeah. Well, at least you have a paddle to beat something to death. Like Ozzy.
Anyway.
Alright, so it's time for the reward challenge.
Yes.
And they're dealing with Micronesian money stones. Mm-hmm. That is their currency.
They have to push them around. These things are huge, by the way.
It
like takes like a couple
tall.
of people to push them.
There was like 4 people, and they're in wheels.
Mm-hmm. So on each side there's like
2
poles,
yeah.
And then you have to use that.
They're huge.
So
I wonder how much money that's worth. It's probably like $1.
I don't know. I doubt that.
I don't know.
But the people pushing the stones were blindfolded.
Right.
And then there was like one person to guide them through the course, and they had to roll over these mini tile things.
Yeah, they're really big on the tiles this season.
Yeah, so after you broke the
tile
tiles, there was mini stones.
underneath.
Yeah.
And you had to get them out and collect them all because you had to solve a rotating Micronesian money puzzle, and they only went together one way.
So you had to run
really
over
hard.
4 tiles, and there were 2 little stones in each.
Right. So the winners of this challenge are going to get a Herbal Essence day of washing.
Ah.
Yeah. And food.
Yeah.
Delicious food. Sounds pretty damn good to me.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So Natalie sits out on Airai because they have 7, I guess.
Yeah, it's like 7-6 right now.
Right. Malakal was in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They stayed in the freaking lead.
Yeah.
And they finished.
They won.
First. So they won. So you know what happens when you win? You got to pick somebody to go to Exile Island from the other tribe and from your tribe.
So on the loser's tribe, Jason was picked.
Why not?
And then on the winner's tribe, nobody wanted to go because you didn't get to
That's right. You don't get the reward. So who the hell's going to want to go?
Ozzy was like, Tracy, you're going. So she was like, all right.
Gee, thanks
I guess
a lot,
I'm going.
Ozzy. Way to man up. Yeah. So the reward looked delicious.
They had cookies. Oh my god, cookies.
Muffins.
Muffins and
fruit. It looked
so
amazing.
Ozzy was watching Erik enjoy the reward, and he's like, oh, son.
He's like, this is the first time he's like enjoying a reward, and I was just so happy for him, and I felt so proud that I could make it happen for him.
Those 2 are going to be dating.
Not too into yourself, huh, Ozzy? Well, then Ozzy got his own little reward. Amy and Amanda got in the shower and took their tops off, and they were scrubbing him down, and he was scrubbing them down, and Cirie was just
during
like...
shower time, Cirie was like, no.
Yeah, I'd be along with Cirie.
And Erik was like...
Yeah, I think he was more interested in his cookies.
In his cookies.
So,
Back at the loser tribe.
Right. It's tough times. It starts to pour.
Yeah.
And basically, James goes out and gets some raw clam and chops it up, and they're all eating raw clam because there's no fire. They haven't even had water in 3 days.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take that sushi. It wasn't properly refrigerated. So it's pretty miserable.
It is.
But you know what? As James said before, it's a game called Survivor. It's not the W Hotel.
No. So Kathy is freaking out.
Yeah. The rain sucks. The rats suck. The bats suck. The bugs suck. Everything sucks.
You know what? I can't do it anymore.
I'm not getting a signal from my daughter. I can't do it.
She's had enough, obviously.
Somebody call Jeff.
Jeff shows up on the island, and he's like, you're leaving?
I almost thought he was going to convince her to stay.
I know. I thought he was. And then she was like, no, I'm going.
No, she was just done.
So Kathy quit.
I couldn't believe that she quit.
I know. And now the tribes are even again at 6-6.
Cirie and Amanda.
They are conversing, and Cirie is like, yo, Ozzy's arrogant, and Amanda's like, I know.
We should get rid of Erik. But Ozzy will never go for it. It's his little boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for the immunity challenge.
It is. With that in your mind now.
Now that we've dropped a dime on Ozzy.
So, they had to run out across this floating bridge. They're into floating bridges, too.
They are. And puzzles.
Yeah. You had to grab a bundle of puzzle pieces.
Hook it up.
Yeah.
And take the ride back to the shore.
Yeah, they pulled you back.
They had these big, crank things. Yeah. So there were 5 bundles of puzzle.
Yeah.
And let's just say Ozzy was a hero.
He was. He brought back 4 out of the 5 bundles.
At the end, he was just like dragging his butt.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he hit his head on the dock thing and he was a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
But he got them back before the other teams.
He brought back 4 out of the 5 bundles.
At the end, he was just like dragging his butt.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he hit his head on the dock thing and he was a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
But he got them back before the other teams.
Yeah, so Malakal had the lead.
They had a huge lead.
Yeah, they did.
So Cirie and I think Amanda were working on putting the puzzles together, and these bundles opened up into a square.
So Airai came out of nowhere and just won this thing.
It was amazing.
It was.
I mean, they just fit that thing together. They were working really well, whoever was doing
It was Eliza, and I thought...
was it Jason?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, too. And they won immunity. 3rd time in a row.
Good job, Airai.
Amazing. So, back at Malakal, the girls want to get rid of Erik.
Yep.
But
Ozzy wants Tracy out, because there's no way he's voting out Erik.
But you know what? Amy wants Ozzy out.
Yes, she has a plan. She said Ozzy would vote out Tracy.
Right.
And then
Cirie
Amanda and Cirie would go behind Ozzy's back and vote out Erik.
Right.
And then Erik, Amy, and Tracy would vote out Ozzy.
But he wouldn't realize it. And he wouldn't use his immunity idol because he thought it was all in the bag.
Yeah.
So it could work.
It could, if they can convince Cirie and Amanda to go against Ozzy.
But Amanda was reluctant to join up with them because she's like,
I don't want to lose this relationship.
I know. Well, it's pretty safe to say that you would if he found out that you voted him out. Or even for Erik, because he said no.
Not Erik.
So it's time for tribal.
Mm-hmm.
And this tribe is in trouble.
They can't win. Well, they can win rewards, but they can't win immunity.
Right. So Ozzy is the leader.
Yeah.
And Jeff knows it.
It's pretty obvious.
So,
but he's like, I'm not the leader.
So Ozzy says he isn't the leader. At first when they say he's the leader, he's all like, no. I'm not the leader. What are you talking about, Jeff? So Tracy, on the other hand, is like, you guys gotta get rid of Ozzy. Because he is the leader.
I'm not a threat to you.
Right. Once we hit the merge, it's everybody for themselves, and you know what?
You're
Ozzy's
screwed.
he's gonna screw you. So
despite that,
right,
Tracy was voted out.
Chances are they were gonna merge at 10, and they're only 1 away.
Yeah.
So only 1 more person, if expendable, if it wasn't like some kind of a mental challenge.
And guess what? You could get rid of Erik.
That's right. So I can't believe they didn't go along with that. That would have been genius. So next week, kids, exciting times again. Cirie and Amanda go on the hunt for something. I think it's some kind of animal.
I think
it's
so.
like dust. I think it was too small to be a leprechaun. And
all right.
Parvati makes friends with the newbies, I guess.
Whoa.
Cross that alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And Erik gets hurt.
Oh my god, that was scary.
He didn't take a header. He took a chester.
He was like jumping to a platform and he didn't make it. And it was like, this is the platform. This was him. It was like right here.
I'm surprised his heart didn't stop.
I know. It could have.
It might have. Maybe they had to pull out the defibrillator. We'll have to tune in next week and check it out. Till then, much love.